Good morning, fellas. Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're picking up a 2021, I believe. I haven't looked at the paperwork. If I remember, it's 2021 Keystone, Montana. I'm waiting on auction to open up so we can gain keys to this, as well as get keys to this truck, because this truck has to move. And the thing about it is, I don't know if they have keys to these trucks in their main office, but it would be nice for them to be inside, just so I can move it out of the way. But I understand. I mean, it's a liability thing. So I guess since I'm already here, it doesn't hurt to, open it up and look and check it out. All right, well, the telltale sign of a dead battery is no lights. All right, this truck's a mess. It's disgusting. Wow. This is kind of why I got out of the trucking industry, because so yeah, no kill switch, no keys, just the tracker. So let me see, maybe if I, nope, definitely no keys. Nope. Yeah, at least if I can get keys inside there, I'd be able to turn it on. I mean, of course, I'd probably check the oil on it before I move it, and that's probably the other reason why they probably do have keys and they're probably in their office, mainly because they don't want a guy to just jump into a truck and away they go. These are a little bit more tedious for the ones that don't know. You gotta, even though they're pretty much parked trucks, they're lot rotting away, you should still check their oil, make sure nothing's gonna happen, like blow a motor or seize it up just because you run it without oil. But yeah, this thing has no power. And while just looking at the inside, she's not too rough a shape, but it's definitely been through the ringer. So anyways, I guess we'll just skip out on that. And yeah, this is the one we're picking up today. So this one looks like it's had a pretty decent life. I guess we'll just go, I guess we'll go check it out. Again, this one I'm also waiting on keys. I didn't, usually they'll leave the keys somewhere here as far as the auctions go. So yeah, no power, so that's kind of the downfall. All right, let's see. Bedroom looks good. I'd imagine there's a washer dryer in there, but you got your TV, you got your bed, door secure. Oh yeah, his and her sink, heck yeah. Stand-up shower, right on. And you got little cabinets for storage, more storage. So yeah, this is nice, but it definitely needs to get reconditioned or whatever. So guess we'll see what the verdict is there. Sorry, I didn't mean to slam it there. I just kind of figured I had to. So anyways, let me check in with the auction real quick and see what the verdict is, if they're gonna have keys to be able to move this truck out or not, because I need to get that truck moved out immediately. So I'll tune in with you guys here in a sec. Well, while we wait for the auction, I figured I wanted to showcase something to you that caught my eye, and that's this thing right here. This is locked. I tried walking around on it, so this is kind of a weird setup. This is a 2023, whatever that brand is, X Bolus trailer. So yeah, it's locked. So this kind of reminds me of like a modern day mini Airstream, right? This thing looks like it's sitting on a boat trailer chassis. Like somebody grabbed an Airstream, modern date it, you know what I mean? Just brought it up to date for modern day stuff, and then sat it and welded it on a boat chassis trailer or whatever. So I don't know, it's weird. I would hate to be blinded by them, I'll tell you that much. So look, right off the bat, so the living room and the dining room's inside. If you look to your left, you'll see the little refrigerator. It looks like a counter of some sort, maybe like a, I don't know, looks like maybe an oven might be on the top, one of those flush mounted ones. My guess is probably a bathroom in here, or the master, I don't know. But this is meant for, I wouldn't say full-time, but it's definitely meant for a couple days at a time. So you got your service plug and you got the drain. Okay, that's got to be for kids because it kind of V-noses. That's a weird setup. And then look at the back. That is so weird. That's reminds me of like a, honestly, if you look at it like this, I guess in video it doesn't do justice, right? But it almost looks like an upside down boat. Like this would be the front if you flipped it around, right? That would be the top. That's weird. Never seen that. But if you look at it from the back, that's so weird. Almost looks like, I don't know what this is, if it's made by Airstream or who, but you kind of see there looks like to be a shower on your right hand side there. So if you, obviously the bedroom's right there, but it looks like there's like a door for like a shower, maybe. I don't know. Never seen these before. Then you got the little door. I'm guessing that door on your left hand side is for the bathroom. And I'm guessing, oh, see, look, the microwave's right there. Boom. On your right hand side, the microwave's right there. There's a sink on the top. So who knows? I think these are brand new. There's just like something that's either just hitting the market and they probably want a lot of money for it, or maybe it's something that just, I don't want to say it's homemade, but golly, that's such a weird setup. Look, they got two of them actually. I wonder if this one's unlocked. I don't know. Maybe I can. Nope. Yeah, these guys have to have the keys to the trailers inside their office. So I got a little bit of hope now. But at least for my stuff. But yeah, look at that. Way different. Kinda. You can definitely see the kitchen. So yeah, there has to be a bathroom on the right hand side, on the left hand side there. There's no way they're leaving that behind. Same scenario here. What is this? Backup camera? Are you kidding me? Look at that. Even a backup camera? There's no way this thing's... I don't know. Comment down below what you guys think about this. This is such a weird setup. I don't know. Never seen this. That's why I'm kind of like, what the heck? Propane tank. You got your jack on the front. Honestly, this wouldn't even surprise you if this somehow floated on the water. I don't know. But stay tuned in. I guess I'll do more research. Alright guys, let's review some cars since we're out here waiting. So right off the bat, we have a 2022 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. I think this is just a Wagoneer, not the Grand Wagoneer. I've heard good things about these things, except other than when they removed the big 6.4 liter V8. Is it open? Oh wow. I don't know what series this is. If this is the Series 1, looks to be maybe a Series 2. Damn, this thing is comfortable. Macintosh. Wow. Freaking power windows and power door locks, memory seating for 2. I mean, it's got pretty much everything. So you got the panoramic sunroof, bench row on the second row, and then you got your third row, and then you got a third sunroof. Wow, that's pretty cool. I wonder if this one's got a 6.4 Hemi, or if it's the that V6, the new one that I don't know what they called it, SST motor or something like that, or I don't know, whatever. But it's a V6, so you definitely got a key in there. Yeah, look, you can see the screen in there. I don't know, I'm curious now actually. I want to see if this is the V8 or the V6. This has to be a V8. There's no way you can have a big body Jeep on a V6. That'd be crazy talk. Right? Or maybe, I don't know, whatever. Where is the hood prop? Wow. Can't find the hood prop, guys. I don't know. Right here. Bingo. Yeah, this is something that I think I couldn't. That is a V. Oh no, it is a V8. Look at that. Damn, why is this thing pushed all the way back? I mean, I get the fact that you got miles of room on the front to work around it, but damn. You imagine having to reach all the way in there? I mean, my hand's fully extended out just to change out the spark plugs. Which, by the way, if this is the the 6.4 Hemi, what? Oh yeah, I think, no. What is it? No, this is a 5.7 Hemi. Wow, I thought they put the 6.4 on these. You got e-torque. Well, imagine having to change out 16 spark plugs, because there's 2 spark plugs on each cylinder, so you're having to reach all the way in there. Man, I mean, I guess it's not that complicated, right? I mean, I guess if you have the time, that's more of the patience than it is anything really. But hey, one of these with the 5.7 Hemi is better than a V6. So anyways, I just thought I'd review this one real quick. I think it's pretty cool. So on to the next one. Well, how about a 2024 Lexus GX 550 with that dark blue? Look at the front of it, so robust. Reminds me of like a Jeep Commander and a Hummer, but although it is a Toyota product, yeah, this is nice. Look at that. Steering wheel's on point. Digital gauge cluster, big old infotainment screen, automatic transmission. This thing is just loaded up. Yeah, that leather's brand new. Sunroof. You got your second row captain chairs. Yeah, it definitely reminds you of a Jeep Commander from like back in the day. Again, you got your captain chair seats. Let me sit in here just to see what it... I think me as an adult, I can honestly say that's actually not bad. The legroom's not bad. I'm pretty much 6 foot and I'm fairly comfortable, and you could adjust your seats back as far as reclining them goes. Yeah, this is nice. Granted, they are a lot of money, but I mean, at the end of the day, you're not buying a cheap car. You are buying the higher end level of a Toyota. So, and you got your roof rack on the top there. I don't know, would you guys say this one's better than the Jeep Grand Wagoneer, or would you guys go with the Grand Wagoneer? Man, this is, I don't know, I'd have a hard time. This almost looks like it's a body on frame also, so who knows. But I definitely give this one a shot. I put this on my Christmas list. So anyways, let's keep looking around and see what else we can find and look and review or whatever. How about a 2025 Acura MDX Type S? Black exterior. Inside you got that, man, this thing's got a slick rooftop. Look at the inside on this thing. Two-tone red with black leather interior. I don't know if this is brand new, or if it's, I think this is brand new. Let's check the odometer on this. Yep, it might be, no, it's not. It's actually pre-owned. 7,918 miles on the clock. Man, look at that. Wireless charging pad. Signature series for the Type S. Wow. This thing's nice. Power windows and power door locks, memory seating for 3. You got your lift gate there. Aftermarket tint. So yeah, somebody had it for a little bit, but who knows what the story. Maybe it's a repo. Doesn't look bad though. This one I think does. I think if I remember, yep, these are third rows. So wow. Let's pop the trunk real quick. How much room do we really got in the back, huh? I don't know. Let me see. It's not bad. I mean, it's reasonable. I mean, my hand's right here, my elbow's already there, so I'm just a little bit over my elbow. So I mean, it's definitely reminds me of like a Dodge Durango, maybe a Ford Explorer. It kind of competes with that. So the fact that you got the tuck away third row is actually not bad, but you got your rear power outlet there, so this is not bad. Center seat there has your cup holders. Oh, look at that, more storage on the bottom, huh? There you go. Yeah, this is actually pretty nice. How do I close this? Is there, yep, there's a button up here. Again, Type S. I mean, it kind of reminds me of like an Audi. Gives me that kind of feel. Panoramic sunroof. Got your rear AC controls in the back there. Yeah, this is not bad. I mean, somebody really liked their car. You got what, 15% tint on the doors there. Wow. Got your outlet there. Good size center console. Oh, it's 2. Okay. USB-C input. Not bad. Yeah, this is definitely not bad. I would definitely, I don't know, I think I'd still be after the Lexus before I'd buy this for sure. I feel like the Lexus is more bang for the money. But even then, the Wagoneer, I would probably take the Wagoneer over this one. But look at the front of this thing. Yeah, this thing's nice. I'm not knocking on it. I think it's a nice car, but I don't know. I feel like for what you're paying for this versus what you can get as far as, you know, what you're paying for, I'd rather just keep it within the Wagoneer and the Lexus. I just, you know, I guess it just depends what you want it for. You know, if you're just a person that just wants to carry, you know, your kids around in style, I guess this is the one to go. But if you're more of a traveler and you want to ride in comfort with your family, then you definitely want to go with the Jeep or the Lexus. So anyways, on to the next one. All right, well, we dropped it off. It's currently like 4 in the morning. We dropped off the unit. We're now headed back towards Ogden to pick up a 24-footer. So giving you guys a rundown, I pretty much at this point, I ran out of hours the night before. That's why it's dark, because I ran out of hours on my way back. I had more drive time hours than I did on duty hours, and I left like around midnight-ish the day before, and I got there around 7 o'clock into Mannheim, and then I still had to wait another, what is it, like 4 to 5 hours just for them to get me someone to even come out and kind of look at the truck and move it or whatever. So, and then I had to hook onto it because the battery was dead, and then once I was done, it took me about no more than an hour to hook on, inspect and all that stuff. But either way, it still takes time to get everything dialed in. And so by the time I went back, I didn't realize I was going off the time of my drive time, and I didn't realize that I was actually running low on my on-duty hours, and eventually it kind of just killed it off to where it was like, hey, you got like less than an hour, and I'm like, I'm just gonna stop. So I figured I'd take the 10 off over at the Dallas, Oregon. There's a rest area out by it, and that's where I stopped and took my 10-hour break. And then from there, I started rolling out, and here we are. So as of now, I think this will wrap up the video. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys like the content, hit the thumbs up button, hit the bell notification so it keeps you guys posted once I post new content as far as transporting goes. And share if you guys like, and subscribe to the channel. With that being said, guys, may the Lord bless you, and I will catch you on the next one.